Hi, welcome to Gemini Star Spiritual Wellness. Thank you for joining me today. I'm excited that you're here with me for this video. So today's video is the August 2025 astrological update. So we're going to be looking at the astrology and energy for the month of August. And as always, please like and subscribe. Hit the like button so other people that need to see this video will get to see it, because when you do that, it shoots it out to more people. And then also hit subscribe so that you'll see future videos that I put out. So I have to apologize before we get started that the lighting is kind of messed up today. I don't know what's going on. I even moved the camera closer to me. I got the light on me as high as it'll go, and I still feel like I'm really dark. But I don't know. I guess it's because you can see this big sunspot behind me on the wall. I've got the sun coming in those big windows, and it's kind of washing me out. So hopefully you can see me okay. But starting off the month of August 2025, we're coming into the month of August with a Mercury retrograde. We're already in Mercury retrograde, and that will be in place until August 11th. So the retrograde always lasts for 3 weeks with Mercury. And Mercury retrograde is usually known for messing with our technology, and you can have trouble speaking and talking during this time because Mercury is about communication, but also, like, computers not working correctly, cell phones acting up, things like that can happen. But I feel like this Mercury retrograde, it's going to be a little bit different. I don't think it's going to be as bad as the ones we've had in the past with the technology part. I feel like it's not going to be. It's going to be a lighter energy than that. It's not going to be as heavy as it might have been in the past when we've had those issues. But I know with the talking, I did a video yesterday and I had to do it like 5 times because I couldn't speak. And my communication, I kept messing up. I had to keep restarting because it was just so bad. It's like I just was tripping over my words over and over again. And the ironic part is the video was about was part of the chakra information series on the throat chakra. So it doesn't get more ironic than that. So I finally got through it and got a good video out of it. But boy, that Mercury retrograde was tripping me up with my words. I couldn't speak. It was really ironic. So, all right. So we're starting off the month with the Mercury retrograde. And then on August 6th, Mars goes into Libra. And this is kind of an interesting dynamic because Mars is all about drive and energy and action, taking action, having drive to do something. And then Libra is all about relationships. So you might have some action taken in relationships, some new energy put into a relationship, in existing relationships, or relationships that are new, energy to get them established or drive to move forward with that relationship. And you could also see like a sense of more balance in relationships during this time with Mars being in Libra, and also an emphasis on commitment. So there might be some new energy into taking the relationship to the next level and and getting committed or something like that, and a drive to kind of move the relationship forward and balancing it out. So then on August 8th we get into the Lionsgate portal, and this is a annual portal that we have every year, but it's one of the more powerful ones that we have throughout the year. And it's lasts from July 28th, so it comes in at the very end of July, and it goes on to the 12th of August, but the peak of it is on the 8th of August. So that's why usually sometimes you'll hear it called the 8/8 portal. And the Lionsgate portal is an alignment between the star Sirius, which is the largest star in our sky, the brightest star, and then the sun and then the earth. So it's a special alignment that goes on once a year between Sirius, the star Sirius, the sun, and the earth. And it's a really powerful alignment. So that's why you hear a lot of times you'll hear people talk about the 8/8 portal or Lionsgate portal. There'll be a lot of videos about it, and because it's a very, powerful, potent energy. And it's a very, like, powerful alignment between those three planets. But it's a time of renewal and transformation, and it's a portal to the higher realms. So this time is a good time to during the Lionsgate portal. It's a good time to shed old patterns that no longer serve you, and you're renewing yourself. You're transforming from those old patterns or old things that you're releasing, and you're bringing in a new beginning. So it's also a time of new beginnings coming in. But it's a portal to the higher realms, a time where you're able to connect easier with the higher realms for guidance and intuition. and to help you through that transformation, ending, new beginnings process. It's also a time for strong personal growth and spiritual awakening. So this can be, you can have a lot of spiritual things happen this during this portal time, and then just strong personal growth in yourself. You might see some, major growth over the next couple weeks in yourself, but just keep an eye out for more, spiritual awakenings going on, more spiritual things happening. Hold on, and grab a drink. Okay, I was getting ready to cough. Want to get that drink in first. So you can have, like I said, heightened intuition and insight during this time because of that connection to the higher realms. And it's a good time for manifestation. So think about, what you want to manifest in your life. And this is a perfect time to do it. So, you could do some deep meditation, and, basically ask the universe for help in manifesting this. But remember, your energy, your thoughts and words are manifesting it into reality. But, you can always ask your spirit guides for assistance with that, or the universe to help you with the process, but you're the one that's really doing the work of manifestation. But it's a good time to think about what you want to manifest in your life, what patterns you want to end, what new beginnings you want to bring in. So this is a great time to make that transition and to do, some major meditation or manifestation of the things that you want to bring into your life. Sorry, my glasses keep sliding down because it's hot in here, and sorry if it's distracting. So August 9th is the full moon in Aquarius. And so with this full moon coming in, it's going to make us want to put a stronger investment in our dreams and making them reality. So it kind of goes along with that, the portal I just discussed, the Lionsgate portal, about manifesting what you want. So think about what your dreams are and what do you need to do to make it a reality. So your focus during the full moon could shift into that. And also like a feeling of breaking free from being stuck. You might want to definitely, if you're tired of feeling stuck and you felt stuck for a while, this full moon might kick you out of that energy and kind of give you more energy and drive to basically, go more into your dreams and making them reality so that you don't feel as stuck. Now, on August 11th, we have Mercury goes into Leo, so it no longer is going to be it's no longer going to be retrograde, so it's going to go direct. Now, when Mercury goes direct, it takes a couple days. You'll have like some shadow energy that goes on for a couple days before it goes completely, before that completely goes away when it goes direct. But it goes into Leo, and Leo is a very kind of a loving sign, a very, positive sign. So it'll be interesting to see, because that could help with Leo, because Mercury is about communication and Leo's a sign that's, about loving, and it's, kind of a caring sign. It might help with communication with people that, you have loved ones in your life or family members. It could help with that. But also on the 11th of August, Saturn has a sextile with Uranus. And Saturn's kind of an interesting planet. It's usually it can be pretty rough on us, like a tough love planet, and can really kind of push life lessons on us. And it can really kind of bring up events during this time with the Saturn sextile Uranus. It could bring in events in our life that turn into lessons that we need to learn and to build our character. So when you think about, when you go through rough stuff and your parents are like, well, it's just, it's good for you. It builds character. Well, Saturn does that to us all the time. So it could bring events in our life to teach us lessons and to help us build character. Um, and we can also be drawn at that time with Saturn being sextile to Uranus. We can be drawn to what we love doing and what we enjoy. And I keep feeling like as a collective, we're going to be doing that more and more. Like as a collective, we're going to start getting out of this mindset of all work and no play, like just working that 9 to 5 job and just focusing on making money and focusing on working and not having enough playtime in our life and having enough joy and happiness. I think you're going to see that balance out more where people are going to start doing more of what they enjoy and start having more joy and happiness and spending more time being happy and doing things outside of work. And eventually, work is going to change. Like the way we think of work now, as we get closer to that 5D Earth, that new Earth, it's going to change. And it's not going to be like it is now, where we're working at a job that we don't like or that we're not fulfilled in just to pay bills, right? It kind of keeps, because that system keeps us, well, it keeps us in the poverty, but it also keeps us in an unhappy loop because we're spending all our time just to make money so that we can survive instead of spending our time doing stuff we love and having a lot of joy and happiness in our life. But as we get closer to the 5D Earth, that's going to shift. And the way we think of work is going to be different. So work isn't going to be about paying bills so you can survive and being, in a job that you're not really fulfilled in. You're going to start to see work be more of creativity and the things that you love and bring you joy. People start doing that. And that will become the work instead of what we think of work now. But also think about when we get into the higher dimensions, the way we have money and the way that that system of money pays for us to have, a house and a place to live. And that's all going to change because we're not going to need money. When you get into that higher new earth systems, 5D systems, you're not going to need money like we do now. And everyone's going to have everything they need. So there's not going to be a scarcity mindset or being in this survival mode all the time because we're going to have everything that we need. So because you're not so focused on surviving, you're going to be able to spend more time on your creativity and doing things you love and joy and happiness. And I just bringing this up because, this Saturn time sextile Uranus can bring that in our lives now, but I do see that becoming more and more prominent in people's lives where they're like, why am I working my life away and not, having joy and happiness? People are going to start to rebel and get more drawn to what they love to do and enjoy. It's also going to be a good time for bonding with others in your life and working on your life structure, like ideas that you might have to improve your life, or if you want more stability in life, you'll have ideas to bring that to fruition. So basically, it's a good time for bonding, but a good time to really look at your life structure and make changes that you want to make or improvements that you want to make. So that's a good time to do that. So that's on August 11th. And then on August 23rd, we have the new moon in Virgo going on. And Virgo is coming up, it's the next sign after Leo, next sun sign, and it's making improvements in your life. So making improvements, and it kind of goes what I was just saying about the Saturn sextile, but making improvements in your life, like, maybe having like bringing a new job in or new projects that you're focused on. So that this new moon in Virgo on August 23rd will be a good time to do that. And Virgo's the type of sign where it's very meticulous, very organized, and it likes everything in a certain way and scheduled. And that could help with that, as far as like making your life improvement, as far as, scheduling your projects or making everything balanced in your schedule and having everything organized and figured out. So at the end of the month, we have August 25th, and that is the Venus enters into Leo. And like I was talking about earlier with Mercury going into Leo, about Mercury's, planet is about communication, and Leo is a love sign. It has a lot of love in it, so it could be helping to improve communication with loved ones or significant others. But what's interesting about the August 25th with Venus going into Leo is a sign of love, like I said, but also Venus is all about love, as we know, is the planet. So it's kind of it's like a double focus on love. So it will be like a great increase in love and romance in your life towards the end of August because you've got Venus, which is all about love, into Leo, which is a love sign. So that's kind of, love times two. So it could greatly increase love and romance in your life. So that's what I have for the month of August 2025. This is a shorter update, but I just wanted to hit the major highlights of the month for you. So thank you for joining me for this video today. And the next videos will be coming out will be the August collective tarot readings as well as the element readings. Those will be coming out beginning of next week before the beginning of August. So thank you so much for joining me today. I'm excited that you were able to be here with me, and I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.